Hi, I'm Bridget Eslinger with the Health and Wellness Bootcamp. And today I just want to take a moment to reflect on why our immune system is so important. During these unprecedented times, everyone's talking about our immune system and keeping it healthy and perhaps getting vaccines and making sure that we're eating the right foods. But I just want to go in a little bit deeper and explain why our immune system, not only today, but every single day, why it's so important. So there are what I call the pillars of health. And our pillars of health really are sleep, getting adequate sleep, the nutrients that we put in our body, getting some gentle movement, and the last thing is staying completely hydrated. So let's talk about each one of those for just a second. Adequate sleep. And we take this for granted. Sometimes we become so sleep deficient that we don't even realize that our body is struggling. If you just get 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night and you do that for long periods of time, you create a great deficit in your body. That sleep is so important. That's when our body rejuvenates itself. That's when it cleans house. That's when it sets you up for the next day. And if you don't get that adequate sleep, a good quality night's sleep, your body really struggles because your mind is racing. Maybe you're somebody who wakes up in the middle of the night and you go grab something to eat. So your body is still trying to work on the things that you're doing versus cleaning house and setting you up, taking out the trash from that day and setting you up for the next day. So good sleep hygiene is go to bed at the same time every night, regardless if it's the weekend, waking up at the same time every morning. And I like to talk about the circadian rhythm, and that is where we are in a line with the universe. So if you're going to bed around 10 p.m. and you're waking up around 6 a.m., that is your true circadian rhythm. So your body knows about 10 o'clock, it's going to start trying to shut down. If you allow it to, it'll try and shut down. It'll start repairing itself, rejuvenating itself, taking the trash out from that day, and then waking you up about 6 o'clock. It's a circadian rhythm. It's a built-in internal mechanism that allows the body to regulate all systems and functions. And it's very beautiful. But if we don't do our part, our body certainly cannot do its part. So again, going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, and creating an environment that's conducive to have a great night's sleep. So try and make your room as dark as possible, and perhaps even making it a little colder. Around 65 to 68 degrees is optimal for your body to have a great night's sleep. And then all of us are so technology driven nowadays. Our phones are right by our sides. Maybe some of you even sleep with your phones. But please, please, please set them aside. If you can put them in another room, please do. That cell phone has EMFs, electronic magnetic fields, that disrupt our brain communication, because again, we are energy. Our whole body is energy. So maybe removing the electronics out of your room. If you have a bright alarm clock, maybe you dim that alarm clock or turn it away from you so it's not pointing right at your face when you're asleep. So again, great sleep hygiene. The next one is nutrition. Again, what we put in is what our body's going to work with. So if it's garbage in, it's garbage out. You want to make sure that you're eating good, whole, fresh fruits and vegetables, not a bunch of processed foods. I think it's great we have restaurants to go to and socialize, and we have fast food restaurants that we can zoom in and out of and get a quick bite to eat. But make sure that your choices that you're picking are adequate for you and your body. Knowing and understanding what's going to replenish you versus continue to deplete you and have no nutritional value. And making sure that you're getting good quality food in your body. And I like to say that we don't always have to eat every minute of every day. Some people have a regimen of they have to eat breakfast, they have to have a snack, they have to eat lunch, they have an afternoon snack, we have dinner, and then we have a dinner snack. So think about what I just said about your sleep regimen. Your body is trying to process everything that you put in it all day long. Not only what we put in it, not only what we put in it, but what we put on our body as well. So again, making sure that your nutrient value is adequate for what you need to maintain good overall health. And maybe you don't have to eat all day, only eat when it's necessary. We've become a society where we feel like we have to eat all the time, and our bodies really do struggle with that. What we can't process gets stored as fat. So just keep that in mind. The next is gentle movement. And when I say gentle movement, I want to just emphasize that we do need to move, right? We, again, are creatures of electronics. We sit in front of a computer, we look at a phone. We're not as mobile as we once were. So getting up, going for a walk, maybe doing some gentle stretching, maybe even doing some yoga, some meditating or swimming. Those are all very gentle movements. And just know that when you do a high intensity workout, which is beautiful and is warranted for the body, or lifting weights, once again, we need to do those things, but make sure that you're doing them when your body's healthy enough to do them. If we are sleep deprived and we don't have adequate nutrition, and then we throw in some heavy, intense workouts, do you think your body's going to benefit from that, or is it going to have a counteractive effect? And most likely your body's going to struggle. And then lastly is staying completely hydrated. And I recommend that you drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So for instance, if you weigh 200 pounds, that would be 100 ounces of water every single day. Remember, our body's a factory. It's trying to process what you put in. And to do that, it's got to have fluid to push things out. So again, drinking half your body weight, staying completely hydrated. And I don't mean drinking soda, teas, things like that, coffees. Those do count to some extent, but you really need some good quality filtered water to process through your body. And again, that goes back to those pillars of health that I talked about. Keeping your gut healthy is entirely in your control. So doing what you can is very, very important. So next, let's talk about the leaky gut and what that means. Here's another short video.
Hi, I'm Bridget Eslinger with the Health and Wellness Bootcamp. I'm a certified functional medicine and integrative nutrition health coach. And today we're going to talk about what's a leaky gut. Maybe you've heard this term, maybe you've been diagnosed with this term, but I want to cover it and talk about it today. So a leaky gut, right? Our gut is this midsection of our abdominal cavity. It's where we take in all the food and assimilate it, get all the nutrients, and it does great things for us. They have tight junctions in there, and these are called the villi or villus. This, we want these somewhat permeable. We want food to be able to pass through there. But if these villi get too large and those areas become too big, then food particles and things that should not be in our blood supply pass through, and that creates an inflammation response, and that's what we don't want. We want just to keep them tight, keep them healthy. And to do that, our body does a great job of replacing this cell lining, which is only one cell thick, which is thinner than a piece of paper. So think about that. You have all these little villi in there, and they're a tight junction, one cell thick. They replace themselves every 2 to 4 days. So about every 7 to 10 days, you get a completely new lining. And if we eat right, take care of our moods and our environments, and stay healthy, our body will nourish us correctly. But if we don't, and we introduce a lot of toxins in our body or in our environment, or our moods are way off, and we're stressed and anxious and sad and depressed, all this just goes down the drain, literally. These pipes have to stay in the utmost best condition for us to be healthy. So let me just give you a little analogy. Did you ever play Red Rover as a child, right? Everybody held hands, and they held hands tight, and they said, Red Rover, send Bridget right over. And so that person runs over, tries to break that chain. Now, sometimes they could probably keep somebody out depending on how strong that link was. But other times that link was broken and they broke through the chain. So does that make sense? This is what the villi or villus is doing for us when we have food particles or toxins in our system that are trying to escape and get into the blood supply. It's keeping the outside from the inside, even though it's on the inside. It's doing a great job for us, and it's trying to keep us healthy. I hope you've enjoyed that tip for today. I hope you understand a little bit more about what leaky gut is and what you can do to help you keep yourself safe. Have a great day and be whole.
Everything that makes up our immune system are in those pillars of health. 70% of your immune system resides in your digestive tract. Yes, in your digestive tract. So the minute you put something in your mouth, all the way down through your intestinal tract, that is what your immune system is. So remember, what you're putting in is more important than what you think. Here is a short video to talk about leaky gut and what that means to your immune system.
Hi, I'm Bridget Eslinger with the Health and Wellness Bootcamp. I'm a functional medicine and integrative nutrition certified health coach. And today we're going to talk about why our gut is so important. It is the largest endocrine organ in the system, and it secretes over 30 hormones in our body. It helps assimilate and process all the food that we eat. It helps keep us healthy, and it also has its own brain. It has a second brain from our brain in our head, which is amazing. In this brain, this second brain as it's called, the gut, the second brain, has over more neuron transmitters than what is in our spinal column. So that communication highway that happens between our gut and our head is amazing. Everything that we eat, everything that we think, everything that we process, that's what helps keep us healthy. Again, there's more neuron transmitters in our gut than there is in our spinal column, and that's pretty amazing. Our gut is imprinted, and our immune system is imprinted on us when we are first born. That happens the way we're born. Maybe we were born traditionally, maybe we were born C-section, maybe we were premature, maybe we had complications at birth. All those definitely impact the health of our gut and how that's going to carry through with us for the rest of our life. The gut is the gatekeeper. It helps keep what is on the outside from being on the inside, even though that system is on the inside. And that's pretty amazing. And a lot of that is done through the villus or the villi, which is only one cell thick. It's pretty amazing. It comprises 80% of our immune system. So back to when we were birthed, and that imprint that we received, the microbiome or the bacteria in our body, our immune system is generated there, and our immune system resides in this chest cavity of our body, and that's what keeps us healthy. So I hope that gives you a little more perspective on your gut and how important it is, the belly, the stomach, whatever you want to call it. But this gut region is so important to your overall health. So I hope you've enjoyed that and you learn a little bit more today. Until next time, be whole.
So as you can see, why the gut is so important, that is where your immune system resides. So keeping it healthy, like I said, once again, goes back to getting adequate sleep, making sure you're eating what you need to eat, and we're not eating things that wash that gut lining with things that are going to permeate that and make it easier for inflammation and disease to set in. Hydrating our bodies so it flushes everything out that is not necessary for us to have. Those things are so important. And I think we take that for granted. So in these unprecedented times, we all are living a different life. Our lives aren't what they used to look like. And we're all self-conscious now about our environments. What are we doing? What are we touching? We're washing our hands. We're not in contact with people. But I just want to emphasize that our gut, our immune system, needs that diverse bacteria as well. So we get that. A lot of that we get from what we touch and what goes in and on our body. But it needs to be the right type of bacteria. And that's something that we don't really recognize. But to maintain a good gut flora and keep our immune system healthy, it can also come from the foods, the fresh fruits and vegetables that we're eating, things that are grown in the ground and that processes into the food that we eat. So again, good quality nutrition is important. So let's also talk about something else that can be detrimental to the immune system, and it's what we put on our bodies. And I want to talk about toxic load. And toxic load is what we put in and on our bodies that isn't necessarily meant to be there. And here's a short video to talk about a toxic load and what that might mean.
Hi, I'm Bridget Eslinger with the Health and Wellness Bootcamp, and I just want to ask you a personal question. Have you ever thought about your toxic load and how many chemicals you might be exposed to every single day and what that might be doing to your overall health and wellness? Next time you're getting ready throughout the day, think about the products that you may use or come in contact with or maybe even consume. And think about the toxic load on your body. This can be anywhere from personal care products to your cleaning products to the food we eat, and maybe looking at ingredient listings to see what kind of chemicals your body comes in contact with. When we reduce our toxic load, our overall health and wellness performs optimally. And again, I don't want to just be substandard. I want to perform optimally. So next time that you're looking for personal care products or cleaning products, look at the ingredient listing. On a day-to-day basis, the average human can come in contact with well over 5,000 chemicals. That is an astonishing number. And when we do that day after day, that's very taxing on our immune system. And our immune system is our defense mechanism, which keeps us healthy. So next time, take a look at those products, look at your ingredient listing, see how many chemicals you can come up with, and be whole. So often we get up and we apply so many products to ourselves. We take a shower, etc., with maybe cleaning products. But how can you reduce that toxic load, and how can we be more aware about what we're putting on our body? So did you know that over 89% of the ingredients in cosmetics and beauty products are not regulated by the FDA, and almost 85,000 chemicals have never been tested for their overall safety? That is pretty profound and astonishing if you ask me. If I'm going to apply something on my body or put something in my environment, I want to be assured that it is safe for me to use and for my family. So next time you're looking at a product, maybe go to the environmental working group. It's ewg.org. Investigate that product, do your research, and make sure that it is safe for you and safe for your family, and make sure that you're not doing something detrimental to your overall health and wellness. These things can change in a heartbeat. Our bodies do a great job of doing the detoxification for us, but the more we can help them out, the better off we'll be, and we'll live an abundant life. So be whole.
So as you can see, a toxic load can be huge every single day. If we're not consciously aware of what's going on our bodies, what we surround ourselves with, that in itself can be detrimental to the immune system. So it's a lot of information to take in, a lot of information. But in baby steps, if you just think about those 4 pillars of health, that really is a well-rounded environment for you to create for yourself anytime, not just now during these unprecedented times, but anytime. Anytime you're looking to gain health, regain your health back, make sure that you're keeping at the top of your mind, in the forefront, what you can do yourself to keep your immune system healthy. And it goes back to getting adequate sleep. Let your body replenish. Let your body clean house. Let it get rid of and process all those toxins that it's not supposed to be in there. That's the beauty of our bodies. They're built to do that for us. But when they're overwhelmed and we don't set that environment up for them, they struggle to process what they need to process. Making sure you eat good quality food. Remove those high allergen foods. The glutens, the dairies, the wheats, the soy, all those things are harsh on our bodies. So going back to whole, fresh fruits and vegetables, some lean meats is fine. And again, adequate hydration. So I've covered a lot of information today on your immune system and what a toxic load might look like and what a leaky gut is. I hope you have found it valuable. In the meantime, I have so many other things that I would like to share with you. I do have a Facebook page. It's Health and Wellness Bootcamp. You can go to my Facebook page. There's all kinds of information there. I talk about our immune system. I talk about leaky gut. I talk about a toxic load. I talk about what inflammation is. There's a wealth of information there free for you to just dive into, listen to, and glean from. And I hope something resonates with you and you understand that our health is truly right here in the palm of our own hands. We can reverse illness and disease all on our own if we just set our bodies up to do that, and it's possible. But again, if we go on too long and we create that big deficit in our body, again, it'll be difficult for our bodies to do for us what we need them to do. So go to my Facebook page, Health and Wellness Bootcamp, see what you can find out. Again, as a health coach, I'm here to support you on your health journey with any health challenge that you might have. You can reach out to me. We can discuss options for your health journey. We can explore all kinds of things that might be going on with you. And every single body is different. Everybody has a unique body system. So we can explore those options. And then lastly, something that I talked about earlier is gentle movement. I am a certified yoga trapeze and yoga instructor, and I would love to share with you some virtual yoga classes during these times. I know we can't get together and practice together on a mat in a same sacred space, but you can go to my Facebook page. There is a link there. It's schedulebliss.com, Health and Wellness Bootcamp. There you'll see my full schedule of virtual classes that you can attend. And if you don't have a yoga trapeze, I do have them available. You're more than welcome to reach out to me and we can set you up. I can explain to you how you can rig it right there in your own home and you can practice the yoga trapeze with us. As far as mat-based yoga, that is also made available virtually. There's classes on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. The yoga trapeze is on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. So again, we've covered a lot of information. I know sometimes it gets overwhelming and it gets deep, but just realize it is truly simple. Those 4 pillars of health: get good sleep, eat good food, get some good movement in your day-to-day life, and stay hydrated, and your body will thank you. So here's another great video that I think you'll really enjoy on the major organs that help you detox your body. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Bridget Eslinger with Health and Wellness Bootcamp, and today I want to share with you what our largest detoxification organs are. So the first one is our skin, and the second one is our liver. So every day when we are doing our day-to-day activities and we don't realize the toxins that our body comes in contact with, our skin and our liver are helping us out by detoxing them from our system. So little did you know that over 5,000 chemicals we come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. So as a consumer, I want to know what's in my product and what I can do to help myself to reduce my toxic load. And by doing that, we read the ingredient listing on the back of a product. And many products are deemed generally safe. And when I say generally safe, that means that they probably are safe if you weren't using them every single day, and you were probably abiding by the precautions and limitations on the product itself by maybe wearing the appropriate PPE, the personal protective equipment, and maybe using the respiratory equipment that they're telling you to use when you use the product. So next time, when you pick up a product to use it, make sure that you do understand what the ingredients are in the product. Are they generally safe for you to use? And are you protecting you and your family from the harshness that they exude when you use them, whether it's in the environment or on yourself? And another thing is, our food supply is also contaminated with toxins. Did you know that over 80% of the antibiotics that are produced are given to livestock, and we are eating that as the end consumer? So that's pretty amazing that all of the probiotics, or excuse me, all the antibiotics that are being generated today are going into our livestock. So I have one recommendation for you, and that is to make sure that you eat all organic food if you can. Choose the best quality food and look at your products, look at your labels, and make sure you're protecting you and your family. Until next time, be whole.
Have you been wanting to improve your eating habits, better understand your body, Make self-care a priority? Or experience an increase in overall happiness in your life? If you said yes to these questions, Health and Wellness Bootcamp's Bridget Eslinger has a solution for you. As a functional medicine and integrative nutrition health coach, Bridget is a personal advocate for living an energized and passionate life, striving to help clients improve their lives. You can discover food and lifestyle choices that best support you while being flexible, fun, and free of denial. Health and Wellness Bootcamp also carries a variety of natural products to support you in your overall health and wellness journey. Join Bridget today for a 1-hour health consultation to discuss how you can reach your personal goals. Remember, she is here to create a supportive environment while exploring what really works for each individual. Making gradual, lifelong changes enables you to reach your current and future health goals. Other services include yoga sessions with a choice of floor yoga or trapeze yoga. Trapeze yoga uses a sling and gravity to give your body that extra stretch it may need. Don't wait to sign up. Space is limited. Health and Wellness Bootcamp is located in the Ohio State University Endeavor Center at 1862 Shyville Road in Piketon, Ohio, and they are open by appointment. Be sure to check her Facebook page for current yoga sessions. So what are you waiting for? Let's do this.